And joining us is Greg Haynes, who is the CEO of the Cattlemen's Beef Board. Greg, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Ken. No, appreciate the time here.
Well, let's talk about this beef checkoff. And even though COVID has brought so many challenges, these checkoffs still have to help move products. So I guess first tell us how the beef checkoff has been able to navigate through this pandemic.
Okay. Yeah, no, definitely. I think everybody's found 2020 to be quite the year. I mean, not just the beef industry, but every industry. But I think we've actually been able to navigate this very successfully and have actually seen some benefits from this. We've seen that whole shift away from food service to more retail because people can't go out and eat as much. People aren't going out to meetings or conventions. All this is online. And so we've really had to do the same, like, put the efforts and the resources where the people are. And so all the programs we've been doing have done the same. They've really shifted to that kind of online, social media formats. And so we've been able to reach consumers that way. There was some disruptions in the supply chain earlier in the year, and, beef was there or limited, or there might have been different cuts that were out there. So we were able to provide, recipes on how you can utilize all these different cuts. I think that's kind of continuing. People are seeing more cuts out there now. And so this work we've been doing over many years in developing recipes that are either, easy and fast, or the more elaborate traditional recipes have really played in. So the consumers who are home and have more time, they've been able to, cook more elaborate, nice beef dishes. The ones who are busy and online are able to still find information to cook different cuts or to cook them quickly. So it's really helped build demand. If you look at retail, the demand for beef has stayed strong. And in fact, we've actually gained market share over this whole pandemic. So that is super positive. And we're seeing that more consumers are eating beef each week now. So that number is continuing to increase. So the impact actually has been pretty positive with all these shifts.
One thing, that our family has done, we've discovered different cuts and then different ways to prepare, some that not too many years ago we didn't think would probably be possible. Some of these new and very delicious cuts, by the way.
Exactly. And I think that's probably helped with, people not being able to go out to restaurants, or maybe you just order something and they're cooking some of these cuts and you get it. But now those cuts are available at retail. And like you say, people are discovering them, they're kind of seeking them out, and they're available, and they're seeing, wow, these cuts are delicious and they're not that hard to cook. And so that's really helped boost the demand for the product. So no, we're excited about that it's really, expanded across the board, that interest in beef being out there.
Greg Haynes is the CEO of the Cattlemen's Beef Board. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, and there's a whole lot more to talk about. We'll do that in just a moment.